G'day everyone, I'm artist Wayne Dowson and welcome to Hill End. And this is what the town looked like back in the gold rush days. Jacqui towed our camper trailer and I rode my adventure bike, and it was wonderful travelling to Hill End. The scenery was fantastic along the way, and as we arrived we did a lap of the town and checked out all the old historical buildings, a lot of which are still standing today. They have a wonderful museum and two great camping sites, one in town and one further out, and there are some nice bushwalks you can go on, and they also have mining and gold panning tours on offer. It's a very pretty town which owes its existence to the New South Wales gold rush of the 1850s. And when the town hit its peak in the early 1870s, it had a population estimated at 8,000, and the town was served by 2 newspapers, 5 banks, 8 churches, and 28 pubs. Jacqui and I headed to the campsite, which was situated outside the town, and as you can see, it was just beautiful. Lovely bush, fantastic amenities, and peace and quiet. We picked our spot, set up the camper, and it was time for a nice cold wine and organised the dinner. Then once we had dinner, all we had to do was sit by the fire toasting marshmallows. It's a hard life. The next morning I was up bright and early because I had some exploring to do. I always like to suss out what a town has to offer in the way of lookouts and vantage points for sunrise and sunset photos. And after I headed back to camp and had brekkie with Jacqui, we then rode our pushies into town and went on a 2-hour bushwalk. Lots of wild goats inhabit the area, and you can still see the ruins of some big old buildings which were built to house the large batteries they used to crush the quartz. The logistics of getting all the necessary building materials out into the middle of nowhere by horse is mind-boggling. Crushed quartz is everywhere, and you can still see the old gold mining tunnels that run deep into the earth. Jacqui and I spent 3 wonderful nights at Hill End, and it's such a pretty town surrounded by lovely Australian bush and wildlife. There's plenty to see and do, and we spent a couple of evenings watching the sunsets from the lookouts. And then on our last morning we got up nice and early to catch the sunrise, went back to camp and had a bit of brekkie, packed all of our gear. Now I'd been riding the afternoon before, and when I gave my boots a shake out, this is what dropped out: a dead funnel web. I don't know whether I'd trodden on him the day before, or whether it was just the smell in the boots that killed him. But I was certainly lucky. Anyway, it was time to depart Hill End and head for somewhere very special, so stay tuned.